Welcome back. It's your boy Fresh.
And I'm Mary, and we are a Co-ople of nerds.
Welcome to the SAGA Genesis, November 1989. The real gamers all have the same favorite console, the Sega Genesis. Is it a surprise? God loved Sega so much, he named the first book in the Bible Genesis.
Genesis.
16-bit sports action.
After all, the Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Gotta go. Hey, guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
What's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis.
In 2024, the Genesis turns 35 years old. Close your eyes and imagine yourself 35 years ago. Personally, I was swimming around in my dad's ball sack while Mary was wrapping up her sophomore year of college. Life was so much simpler back then. Don't you wish you could go back in time and relive those years?
Not here.
But this time, your parents are loaded, like crazy super rich. They decided rather than showing you love and affection, they will buy you each Sega game as it's released. That is a win-win for both parties.
Weird when they see you've got Stimpy's invention.
In this series, we will travel 35 years into the past each month, where we will collect, review, and rank every North American licensed Sega Genesis game ever made, except for Outback Joey.
Powder toast, man.
F. Outback Joey.
To save himself, he launches a right hand to the kangaroo's snout.
And all of Australia, for that matter.
The Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't.
We will be using the generally accepted list of games and their release dates. Did we get one wrong?
Shut up, nerd! Shut up, nerd!
Welcome to the SAGA Genesis.
And what if you don't have blast processing?
So a lot of good things were happening in 1989. On the 10th of November, the Germans began demolishing the Berlin Wall. On the 15th, Walter Davis began his free throw streak of 53 games. That's pretty impressive. On the 21st, Back on the Block album was released by the late Quincy Jones. I figured that was a good one to bring forth since we just lost Quincy Jones. And the 22nd, Back to the Future 2 was released. I love the series. And also on the 22nd, the conjunction of Mars, Venus, Earth, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, and the Moon happened.
What does that mean?
They were like all in a line.
Oh, okay.
That was my fun science fact.
Let's see, in November 1989, there were no Sega Genesis games released. See ya!
We can't just do nothing. We have to do something.
Well, there were no games released. What do you want me to do?
What about an unlicensed game?
The Genesis was so great that games are still being made for it in September of 2022. Developed by GGS Studio Creation, published by Broke Studio with funds from Kickstarter. So this was a Kickstarter game. Since there were no games published in November of '89, we didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I know a couple people have complained that some of these videos have been a little short on the games, and this month is obviously the worst because there were 0.
They were saving them all for Christmas.
There will be 7 next month, so it'll be a big month. The Cursed Knight is an action platform shoot 'em up game based on a die and retry style. So it kind of reminds me of Ghouls and Ghosts. The year 3122, after the fall of civilization, the Earth has become the Principality of Delongleville, ruled by the King Albric. Play as Calder.
Calder?
I think that's it.
Play as Calder, the Protector Knight, a genetically modified and enhanced human who worships the AI Skull, now called Skull God.
Yeah. Your princess girlfriend is kidnapped and killed in the first level of the game. Now it's time for payback and to search for a way to bring her back. 5 worlds, 10 levels, 10 bosses with a password system to save your progress. So we're not going to rank this game because it was unlicensed. But if I had to rank it, I think it would be the new number 2. I think it's better than Altered Beast and slightly worse than Ghouls and Ghosts. It's very similar to Ghouls and Ghosts. So it does add some more flavor to it with the shoot 'em up, and
But you also said it was really difficult.
also it's Ghouls and Ghosts.
I mean, I just heard you in here.
The platforming isn't quite as clean as Ghouls and Ghosts. So sometimes it feels like there's a couple of pixels between you and the spike and you're still going to get hit by it. But instead of 2 hits and you're dead, this one is 3. So, but it does have infinite continues. So it's that same style where you just keep dying over and over and over. And
So it's difficult, but they help you out by giving you
Yes.
infinite continues.
Yes, there is no final death scene, end credits kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'm just going to shut up and let you guys enjoy this awesome game. Hey, Pumpkin.
Yes?
Did you already put up the Christmas decorations?
Kids made me.
Just ran right over Thanksgiving, didn't you?
I always wait until after Thanksgiving, but this year the kids were extra persistent and really annoying me.